Thank you for coming back to the channel, and I have a new video for you. My secret weapon against aches and pains and arthritis during the night is in this bag here. Many of us have rooms that can have temperatures that are between 5 and 10 degrees colder than the rest of the house. My bedroom is about 5 degrees colder, and it has been a problem since we've lived here. I can thank the builder for not putting enough insulation in the walls 35 years ago, and now the cold radiates throughout the room. I tried to compensate by closing vents and using electric heaters, but the closing of vents didn't really change much. The heaters put out a lot of heat, but at a costly rate, and they run dry heat, and it pretty much messes around with the room as far as that goes. So I'll open this bag and I'll show you what I have found to be my solution. This is my heating blanket. It has been passed down to me from my grandmother, and it's probably about 35 years old. I had it for a long time and had forgotten about it. But at night, when the cold aches and pains are there, I started using this. I, of course, set it to level 10 as soon as I got it. It made me fall asleep right away. I didn't want to leave it on level 10, and these levels are not heat levels. They're more like time levels. I think that on mine anyway. I think the higher the number, the longer it stays on before it turns off. And there's like a thermostat in there. But at night, it really helps with the aches and pains. I don't suggest putting it on 10 right away. I think you should put it on 10 for about 40 minutes. Just don't fall asleep, because it's really easy to fall asleep with this thing on. And then set it to like a 5 or so. The advantage to this blanket is it made it out of wool. It helps keep the heated air trapped in the blanket and lasts for hours even at an off state. Another good thing about this is it takes care of problems many of us have while we're sleeping. For many of us, we need a ceiling fan running at night to sleep. And I usually run it in reverse during the winter, but even then it kind of chills the room more than it needs to. But when the room is like 69 degrees while the rest of the house is 74, it just feels much cooler than it should be with the fan running. Even in reverse, it feels kind of cool. But with this blanket, it allows you to run the fan and feel really good when you get up in the morning. The aches and pains and arthritis pain subsides overnight. It is almost like using a heating pad, but better. You know how hard it is to position a heating pad, and they seem to turn off more than they are on at night. The thermostat seems to control it way too much. This covers your entire body, allowing you to cover more of the aches and pains, and your body becomes numb because of the heat. Mine is made of wool, but they make a plush plaid, a flannel, a fleece, and cotton versions, and sometimes they mix the materials together. The newer ones are more electronic and come with automatic shut-off features, and temperatures range between 68 and 122 degrees Fahrenheit. It's easy to wash most of these blankets by just removing the cord, as I could show here, and following the washing instructions that may differ depending on the fabric that is used on your blanket. In the end, for the colder rooms, aches and pains at night, I don't see a reason why you don't have direct heat spread out and allow for more comfortable sleep and less pain at night. They even make throws for couches that you could sit in, and some of them have USB ports built into them. I don't think there's one that's battery operated, but there may be. I will leave a link to a few that I found on Amazon that run between a reasonable $35 and $50. As I was looking through Amazon for a wool version of this, I've noticed that they're pretty expensive. They're talking like $200 for the wool versions. But they make different versions: cashmere, cotton, flannel, fleece, leather and suede, microfiber, polyester, satin, silk, synthetic, and velvet. I think a lot of people go for the cashmere and velvet. There and the flannel and fleece. I think those ones are reasonably priced. I'll put some in the link below. And make sure that it's the right size for what you need. They come in multiple sizes. So on Amazon, you could select the size via like twin, full, queen, king, and you probably want to do the care instructions. Some of them aren't machine washable, and if you really want one and use it a lot, get a machine washable one. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you found my secret weapon against aches and pains and arthritis video helpful.